5 individuals from various schools. We have Caleb Camp from Buena Vista, Zach Marrero from Strasburg, Ani Vigil from Prairie View, Blythe Psycho from Eagle Crest, and Leith Ibrahim of the Wiggins Tigers. So they join us today to talk wrestling, and we'll open for questions.
This is for Blythe. Just talk about girls wrestling. We're kind of finally into the really state that it's just part of CHSAA now. It's not new. Are you proud of how it's gone with it being a sanctioned sport and your experience with that?
Definitely. I'm part of the last group that was around before we were officially sanctioned by CHSAA, and I've gotten to see my team grow from only being 6 girls my freshman year to us now having over 30 that are interested in our program this year. So it's been really exciting too, like seeing other people get excited about girls wrestling and also seeing people have more of an open mind to it. Because when I first said I wanted to wrestle, I know even members of my own family had their own drawbacks to it. But now people are like, oh, you're a wrestler? That's awesome. And so it's been really exciting to see it grow and expand.
Zach, I mean, huge football game this week, the playoffs. Are you even thinking of wrestling right now?
Yeah, a little bit. It's kind of the back of my mind right now. Growing up in a small town, it's always football first and then wrestling. So actually, Leith and Brady play this week, and we'll play the winner of them in the semifinals. So it's kind of cool, I get to see all my friends wrestling football, but right now football is definitely the focus.
What's it like? I mean, Leith, what's it like in football season? Are you doing any wrestling training?
No, I honestly don't wrestle that much out of season. But what was the question again? Sorry.
Are you training?
Oh, no.
Football until
No, I only start wrestling when wrestling starts, and just a little bit of summer. That's about it.
same with you, Zach?
I wrestle a lot out of the season. Freestyle and Greco, I wrestled that for the first time this summer. I kind of fell in love with it, but I've always done camps during the summer. I help with the youth program in Strasburg, and it's always trying to compete. The summertime's a really big time to get together with guys from across the state and just see competition that you don't see a lot of the time, so it's always trying to improve.
Ani, what's your mindset this year going for the 3rd title? Kind of what have you been doing in the off season to amp yourself up?
Well, my mindset is just to go out there and dominate everybody, and I've been training this summer on the stuff that I need to improve. I've been trying to work on top because I lack being on top, and that's just really about it.
Have you been doing a lot of out-of-state wrestling, stuff like that?
I haven't really actually been competing. I've mostly just been training.
And you mentioned working on top. What other weaknesses do you think you had? I mean, obviously, you just won 2 in a row, but how can you continue to improve?
I've been trying to improve on my chain wrestling from going from one move to another move to another move, because I felt like I would do a shot and then I would stop and try to think instead of going from one move to another move to another move.
Caleb, what about the resurgence of Buena Vista wrestling? It was down for a little bit, but your group has kind of brought it back to be a state contender. What's that been like?
I would say throughout the years, our team has been, I would say, somebody overlooked. We have the talent. We just have to bring it out, and if we can compete to our full level, we can be on top. And I think this year we'll bring it back to all of us and being as talented as we can, and we're going to hopefully run for the state title.
And what are your individual goals for this year? Probably a state championship, but what are you looking to get to this year?
I'm just looking forward to working on not just being a wrestler. I'm working on the outside of wrestling also, because I would say with the things after wrestling I need to work on with school, but I need to work on a lot of chain wrestling also, but I really like the conditioning part of it, because if I'm not, in the 3rd period, if I'm not conditioned, then that's not going to win me a match. So I'm going to get conditioned before anything else, and then we'll just see what it goes on from there.
Well, this is for everybody. Usually once you get to the state tournament, it's who's going to go for that 4-timer. No 4-timers possibilities. Do you think that kind of opens it up to hey, I can be the highlighter? I mean, some of you guys going for a 3rd. Does that motivate you a little bit better? I want to be the headline of this
You know, the 4-time's always a big deal. There's several people in this group who are going for a third state title. I'm not sure it's so much the highlight. I think it's, as a wrestler and as an individual, it's focused on being the best version of yourself when the state tournament comes around. And at that point, just being prepared and let everything you have show.
Yeah, and I'll be going for my second this year, but for me, I guess it matters more to my school because I was the first state champion that we'd had in like 27 years last year, and we've never had a 2-timer before, so it'd be really cool to get to break that boundary because at this point I've become the most accomplished wrestler Eagle Crest has ever had, and like since girls wrestling is still in its like early stages, I think it's really cool to set a precedence there of saying that like we're here, we're capable, and yeah.
Okay, all right, thank you. Good luck this year.
Thank you.
Brady, last time I talked to you, you had blood all over your team. Looked a little nicer now, but I'm wondering, some of the best wrestlers here that are just out, and you guys too, what's it kind of like to be with all these superstars in this room right now?
I think that's one of the best parts about wrestling is being able to make new friends and new bonds. I'd say over the summer, me and Weston have hung out at Fargo and Jacob, and that's what I love about the sport is we can kind of branch out from our school and make new friends, and that'll be lifetime buddies.
This is for Jacob. You guys graduated some key seniors last year. What kind of role do you see yourself taking over that program that's obviously going for a fifth and kind of being the leader of that group this year?
Yeah, it's a big responsibility and a big shoes to fill with, Daniel Cardenas leaving. And, those shoes may never be filled, but, I'm going to try my best to push our freshmen that are coming in. We have a great group of guys. And yeah, we lost 7 of our 14 seniors, or 14, and that's big to lose. That's 50% of our team, but with our group coming in and our guys that were sitting bench last year, they know that we're not satisfied with 4. And, I push them as hard as Daniel pushed me, and, and I see them, they follow me as someone that's not necessarily above them, but as someone who's a great friend to them. And that's what I look for rather than someone who's going to command them and force them to do things. And that's what I look for in myself, is to be that person that they like to be around and like to follow rather than they have to follow me.
Talk about that depth that you guys have had, because I know your JV team has gone to varsity meets last year and won those tournaments as a team. Talk about that depth that you guys have, because that's a problem, especially in JEFCO. A lot of teams don't have a lot of depth, and you guys you got JV kids who would be 50% of them would be wrestling varsity on any other team in the state, probably.
Yeah, no, that's the problem when you come to Pomona. You're coming to the best, and you can be the best in middle school, but when you get to high school, you're competing with guys who are already on that level. And, most of our team now, they sat freshman year, and, any other school, they'll go be varsity. But with that, we added, our first practice was yesterday, and we have like 60 kids now. And that's the most we've ever had, and that's a lot. And it's not like any of them they all have potential to be varsity starters. And, them going to these varsity tournaments gives them that confidence boost of, I'm not sitting JV. That doesn't mean I suck. It means, you're behind some of the best wrestlers in Colorado. And, and I love seeing that, because going to these local tournaments and seeing them win it, it gives them their smile on their faces when they're competing, knowing that they're at a varsity tournament as a JV wrestler. That shows some pretty cool stuff there.
Morgan, you and your brother Kobe set, made history last year, right? 2 siblings
Right.
back to back. Now you have a chance to make some more history this year, going for a repeat. What's that
Yeah.
like going into the season?
I'm really excited. Technically 4. I don't know. I guess the first one didn't really count. But, I'm excited. We'll see. But, it's going to be weird wrestling without Kobe because we never really have been separated, but I'm excited.
So obviously you view it as going for the 4 feet, rightfully so.
Yeah.
right?
I
You
mean,
had the stage as a freshman, but you still won the tournament.
yeah.
It was unsanctioned tournament.
It was
correct?
unsanctioned, but I mean, I
So-
still won it.
Yeah. So what's that? How's that kind of playing into your motivation this year, and just to push to get that feat?
I mean, I'm excited. I haven't really been competing at all since last season because I was dealing with some injuries. So I'm excited to actually start wrestling again, and we'll see what happens, I guess.
Were you banged up at the end of last season, or how did those go?
Yeah, I mean, I was dealing with like a pretty big like wrist injury, so I had surgery over the summer, and I'm slowly getting back into it. So we'll see. Hopefully, it's good to go.
20 years from now, Morgan, I know that's hard to think about, but will you look back and think you're one of the pioneers of high school wrestling for girls here in the state?
Yeah, I would definitely say so. I mean, I started when I was like 6, and I always say I was one of the only girls. I mean, there was a couple other girls growing up, but like I was saying, until my freshman year is the first time I ever even wrestled another girl. And I mean, to have our own tournament is really exciting, and like have so many other people that actually wrestle and not be the only one. But yeah.
This is for Weston. Talk about the motivation. I mean, you won your freshman year, didn't win your sophomore year, came back and won last year. Talk about that motivation factor and how you take that into now your senior year of feeling the highs and the lows of not winning a state title.
It just made me realize that I could always do more. There's always more work to be done. You're never can be satisfied with yourself, and you should always focus on improving yourself every day, whether it's on the wrestling mat, in the classroom, just being a better person as well. It just taught me that you should never settle with what you are. You should always strive to be your best.
Why is Pueblo such a good wrestling town?
I just think that there's a lot of motivation that goes into it. There's a lot of history as well, with the Willett twins and the Garcias. It's just like everyone wants to be them. Everyone wants to be the best they can be, and they have good role models to look up to. And, there's really good programs too, so it makes it even better.
Anything else? Okay, I think we're done. Thanks, guys. Good luck.